some features that I want to add to this, desk or sink or whatever you want to call it. Toilet. I don't know. Toilet is where you do your needs. Anyway, uh, so let's start with creating, something to pull off those drawers. So I'm gonna create a cylindrical shape. Well, you know what? Let's not just cylindrical shape. Let's create a sphere. We'll create it in the origin there, and I wanna first grab the entire features of this desk and simply add them to a new layer. So now we will call it sink desk or whatever, and save this, and let's get rid of the entire things here. Let's keep the sink there. Yeah, the legs are there, and with this I'm gonna right click, choose face, grab those faces, half cut of it. Let's press F to zoom on it, press delete to delete it, and edge. And first of all, I want to squeeze this down a little bit. I don't want this to be that way. And I want to grab this edge, extrude it, switch to scale tool, and do something such as that. Now I want this to be a little bit like so, and then extrude it once more, and I don't mind to squeeze it even more like that. Now try to maintain, even though you know that it's going to be a very small part, try to maintain a little bit, at least a little bit of proportions even on your own feature. So I'm gonna extrude it one more time, switch to move tool, and do something such as this, and then extrude it once more, pull this that way, extrude it once more, pull it like so, and press F8 to bring it back to object mode. I will only add a few edge loops here to maintain sharpness in some areas. So one here, one here, one here, there, one next to it that way, one here, one there, and eventually one here. Okay, and maybe one here. And press F8, grab this, press 3, move this, so it will look like that. Okay, now you see it's proportional. I mean, in proportion ways, it looks like it looks good. So I can simply go and rotate this, hold on the J key, rotate this, and this direction, and move it along to the desk here. Now I don't know really if the size fits, but what I care about is that whenever I'm going to scale this up, everything will be maintained in some proportion. So simply bring it here. Let's put it there. I'm going to press F to focus on this. So I will be able to make sure that this part is on top of this one. Also, I want to see wireframes for a second. Now you see, that way I can say if it's in the center or not. I can use also for view, one of the 4 views. Well, I don't see here anything. I don't know. Well, yeah, because I'm just hiding some layers here. And maybe I will use the top view to know better. Yeah, that's fine. Just put it alignment with this line here. Bring it back over this view. The size looks pretty good, so I don't need to scale this. Control D to duplicate this. I will move it along here, this area. Control D again, move it over here. Now here, well, we either I mean, I can take this, insert edge loop tool, offset edge loop tool, create two lines like so, and use them as for the alignment. So I can use the 4 view right now and choose, the top view. And you can see I can grab this, press F8 because it's not in object mode, and align this with this line. So both lines are even in the distance in between them. And as for the sides of this draw, so that's cool. It's helping me, and I can later on get rid of those two extra lines. Okay, so back here, you can right click, choose edge, double click on this edge, shift double click on this edge, shift right click, delete edge, and there you go. Those are at a good spot. I'm going to go over top view once again, Control D to duplicate this one, move it along over here, and simply position this. Where is this line here? Okay, done. You can grab both of those, Control D to duplicate them, bring them over here. Like so. I think that's good. Okay, now next thing, I want to create some face mirror. Okay, so just to add a little bit more character to this desk, I mean, we need some features or stuff. So first thing will be this mirror kind of thing, and I'm going to start off by creating a polygon cylinder. Press F. It's already created in the origin while I was pressing it, so it's also selected it at the same time. So just press F and it will bring you to the origin. And I'm going to scale this, squeeze this that way, bring this to a size like this. Well, it is crucial to know what the size of it, so I'm going to just test it and bring it over the desk and just put it on top of this, just to make sure that, you know, I'm maintaining proportions and stuff like that. So that's good. Yeah, that's good. So I can undo those other moves and then continue on. Right click, choose vertex. I'm going to grab this vertex, shift right click, jump for it. Okay. Now I'm going to grab this face and scale this up to about so. So we are basically creating an extra edge loop here to maintain this area here. And extrude once more, switch to scale tool. Let's bring it in all the way over here. And now we're going to extrude this part. Well, you know what? I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm not extruding it. I undid the last step. And then I will squeeze it a little bit more, lift it up, extrude it more, lift it up. At the same time, I will squeeze it a little bit more. I want to have some curve here. Grab this, lift it up. You see I'm doing it somewhat even, like when I'm bringing this up, it's almost the same size. So that way I'm maintaining that curve in the same alignment as it grows. So continue with that. And whenever you feel it's it's done, you can simply extrude it upwards that way. Now, right now we are pretty close to this, so don't be afraid. It looks big, but that's okay. Okay, we already relayed on the base size in order to see if this is correct. Even though if it's not, you can always make something like that, you know, just to narrow it and maybe add a little bit more of like this and extrude this more and do something such as this, just to give this a little bit feeling of it's like it's narrow or something. After that, I'm going to create another polygon. Let's try polygon. Well, let's try polygon cylinder once again. I'm going to bring this up over here, switch to rotation tool, hold on the J key, turn this in this direction, and scale this up like so, and do something such as that. Okay, I want this to be a little bit thick like this, just a little bit more than the stand itself, and right-click, choose vertices, okay, and I'm grabbing both vertices over here and over there. Shift right-click, chamfer both of them at the same time. And now, one of the things whenever I'm speaking about expanding, like scaling things like that, like this face, you don't want to do that at the same time, both of them, okay? So if you're going to do this, what happened is that this is what will it cause. Now, if this is fine with you, I'm okay with that, but as long as you know how to bring it back to be flat, but flat like correct flat. So you either grab all those vertices at this side and flatten them, okay, to this, or you simply grab all those, switch to move tool, hold down the V key, and snap them over here. So I did a move like so. Hold on the V key, pulled it there, it's pulled it over there, but then I brought it back by pointing to those vertices. So that's fine. You want to do this once again, but what I will do right now is I will try to expand them a little bit more because I think this is a little bit a big frame for this. So I want a thinner frame for it. Hold on the V key, snap, well, didn't snap. So, and grab those, hold on the V key, snap them over here, that's fine. Right click, choose face. Let's grab those two faces. Let's extrude them, and we want to extrude them inwards. So I'm going to switch to scale tool, because now if I will scale this that way, both of them will go inside. See? That way. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode. We will first of all grab this and that. Sorry, mesh, fill, poke face, edit mesh, poke face. Okay, like so. Right click, choose vertices. I'm gonna grab those vertices here. Shift right click, chamfer them one more time. Press F8, bring it back to object mode. Shift right click, bring it back to object mode. Shift right click, insert edge loop. We're gonna add some edge loops here. So one will be here, one will be here, one will be next to it, over this edge, one here, one there. Now I'm missing two more here, but first, before I'm gonna add them, I'm gonna do this over this side. So one here, one there, one here, and one here, one there. Again, I don't want to deal right now with the sides because I need something from there. You know what? I'm going to press 3 and take a look at how it looks. Now, whenever you see wireframes, I don't like to see wireframes when I'm looking at the shape. It's just hiding. Sometimes it just make a distraction. Well, forgot how to pronounce this. Anyway, it's like it's distracting you from seeing really what the shape looks like. So I want to see if there are any errors here that can appear, which I don't like. Now, usually it happens whenever I don't deal with this face here. So right now you see I kept it blank here, and in most cases I won't like WONT. I won't I won't be able to see it with wireframes, and I don't really want them to be like that. But at the overall, you can always grab this face, mesh, and edit mesh, and poke this just one more time. Poke down here. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Now, I didn't want it to touch or add those edge loops here right now because I need them. So I'm gonna grab this face, double click on this one, double click on this one, and then this one, and maybe this too. Well, yeah, those are great, those as well. Okay, like so. Shift right click, duplicate face, press F8 3 times to get rid of this gizmo, Control to unselect the mirror itself, and immediately click extrude and extrude this outwards like so. Okay. Press F8. Now, what I will do here is a little bit funny that I'm going to do that, but you will understand. I want to have some, I want to keep this as, well, I can do something such as this. Maybe I'm wrong with my, yeah, I'm probably wrong with something I just thought about. Anyway, let's keep it that way, and let's maybe scale this a little bit that way. Now, I want this to be a little bit bigger, like so. So it will be able to turn. This will be turned in one axis. So just scale it up a little bit. Grab this, right-click, choose edge. Control right-click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. So it cross all over the shape. And then press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Right-click, choose vertices. You want to grab these vertices in the middle here, and at the same time you want to grab those, and you want to pull them up a little bit, like so. So when you press 3, it will turn into rounded area, like so, or angle. So that's fine. Press F8. Now we will add 2 edge loops. So insert edge loop. We're going to add, well, offset edge loops. Offset edge loop. We're going to add them like so. And we will have to add some more here, but let's add one more here to this center here. And immediately I will add one extra there. Okay, you will be able to understand later on what's up with that. Well, it's not later on, it's really in a few seconds I will deal with it. I'm pressing F8 to bring it back to object mode, shift right click, insert edge loop. I'm going to add one edge loop here, one edge loop there. Turns good. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode. You can see how it looks. Let's press 3 to smooth preview this. So right now all I care is that I'm going to bring this thing to be patched to this thing here. Now, by default, if I would pay attention to adding only 8 or some numbers, I would be able to go and make it easier on you and just patch this in a way that it will be just easier. But I just done something wrong. I didn't calculate what I'm going to do, and therefore we are stuck up with this thing, which is not a 1 unit. So you will have to excuse me. I'm going to redo this just for a second. It will take me no time just to bring this to about the same size. Grab this, the same size, and making sure that I have only 8 subdivision axes here. Okay? Then I can get rid of this, delete it, grab this, right-click, choose vertex, grab this vertex, chamfer it. Sorry about all this nonsense. I know sometimes some of you don't like when things such as this happens, but what can I say? Just forgot it. Anyway, extrude. Extrude. Bring it to about so. Extrude it once more. Scale tool. Bring this up. Extrude it just one more time. Lift it up. And you know what? I'm going to do this even a little bit more. Or maybe I'll spread this back. And one more time, just to be on the safe side with this, so it will be almost at the same size that I have here to mount this. Anyway, let's see. No, this is okay. Extrude it, and here we'll do the same thing we've done earlier. So simply bring this that way, maybe pull this, and those I will shrink them a little bit to narrow this and keep this as it is. So right click, choose, press F8, right click, choose face. Let's grab this face. Let's delete it. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Let's take this and please isolate it for a second. We're going to work this thing. Let's grab this vertex, shift right click, chamfer it, press 1 to exit smooth preview. It can harm your model if you're not observing how it looks in both modes. So make sure that this is square. With that, we're going to press F8, bring it back to object mode, mesh tools, multi-cut tool, click here, click there, shift to set onto the 50 and right click to close this. Click here, hold, shift, and here you go. And here you go. We have this face here. You can scale it up and delete it. Okay. Now, only thing we left to do is to spread those. Sorry, I'm in different mode here, not selection tool. So this one, that one, that one, and this one. Sorry. Change the scale tool, press 3 to see that this is a circle. Let's unisolate this for a second. You can see it's pretty big, this thing here. So I'm going to grab all those and even narrow it a little bit more. If you don't want to narrow the other vertices, let's grab those and narrow them a little bit more. And we will press F8, bring it back to object mode, grab this and that. Let's narrow this back here. Lower this, sorry. Let's grab both of them. Okay, mesh, combine. Right click, choose edge, double click on this edge. Extrude it once, switch to move tool, lift it up a little bit, just a little bit, okay? Like so. So it will be easier to obtain everything here. Change to merge vertex tool, and let's patch this, okay? So we are patching this here, this one here, that one here, that one here, and here you go. One last one, one last. So we have this. Let's press F8, switch to selection tool, shift right click, insert edge loops. I'm gonna set all those areas sharp. Okay, these should stay sharp as well. And this, let's press 3 to have a look at this. Looks great as for my taste, I think. I want to try something. I added 2 extra edge loops. I want to get rid of them, so I won't have this weird thing here. Press 3. Well, I still have it, but I think that the overall way to get rid of this is just to bring them manually down, all of those and all of those at the same time. Let's do it at the same time to those and those, and hope for the best. Well, I forgot some of them there, and let's try this again. Now you see, when I'm squeezing them, they are start to overlap there, and it's something I don't want to get into. See, it's weird kind of look. So maybe I will keep them as they are. Press F8, bring it back to object mode. I'm missing some edges here and there. And here, this one already has, but I will try to maintain that sharp. And here, I want to keep it sharp. All right, so we have this, and we're going to do the same procedure to nail this mirror into this, you know, whatever it is. So let's first of all grab this, move it upwards, press 1 to exit smooth preview, and right-click, choose edge, control right-click, edge ring into this edge ring, and split. Press F8, shift right-click, insert edge loop. Now I can add, offset edge loop. All right, once again, shift right click, offset edge. Now it's okay for me to add those because I don't need to duplicate those anymore, and I wanted them clear. So this is why I didn't add them earlier. Now that I add those, I will be able to simply take this vertex here. Let's see if I can cut it into two. Mirror duplicate this maybe. All right, let's try this. I'm going to grab this, shift right click, chamfer it, grab those two. Okay, nothing else has been selected. You can spread this that way. We're doing same procedure all over again. Click here, shift, snap, right click here. Okay, sorry. Then switch to selection tool. Let's grab this. That doesn't have to be, you know, something fascinating. You can delete this. And I mean, it doesn't have to be that big for you. You can leave it that small, and that's fine with me. And I'm gonna try and first deal with this area here. Sorry, with that thing. So first of all, let's grab this thing. Sorry, this. Let's make sure we know where exactly it's going to sit. So let's say that way. And with that in mind, I'm gonna first isolate it, double click this edge, and I'm gonna extrude it. Switch to move tool, extrude it that way. Okay, press 1 to exit smooth preview, shift right click. That's fine. That's fine. It's really fine. You don't need to smooth preview that. I'm gonna grab this, and you see it just went through there. So it just tells me that I can add another hole in this area, and that will be fine. So I'm gonna isolate this now, and I'm gonna perform the same procedure, but this time I'm gonna add one edge loop here just to maintain this. It's a little bit too much for going all the way there. And vertex, maybe later I will remove it, I don't know. Chamfer this. So you see what happens whenever you don't have maintaining ones, like this one that I just added. This one becomes more spread. So this is what it does, and I'm gonna do that here. Let's do the same thing over the other side, chamfer this, scale this. I don't really see what's going on there, but don't worry about it. Let's bring these. Oh, I don't want this to do this at the same time. I will do one by one, and I will face whatever is going on there. A few seconds or minutes or whatever. So that way, this one should go back, and here you need to pay attention for things such as this. Sometimes even though you lift them up, you need to bring them back into position to the same alignment. I'm gonna get rid of this face, delete it. I'm gonna grab this face and delete it. And I'm gonna bring in the cut tool. So mesh tool, multi-cut tool. Click here, shift, snap to 50, great. Snap to 50, cool. This one is a long shot, so this is why I wanted to add an extra supporting edge here. But I'm afraid that with each one more edge that I'm adding, it's just getting a little bit different on the look. So I'm gonna do the same over here. I'm gonna do the same over there. And here. Now, double click on this edge. Let's just open this up, and let's open this up. And let's right click, choose vertices. Now pay attention, I'm doing them one by one. I'm not dealing with both sides at the same time. Each side on its own, okay? See this one? I'm gonna spread this that way. Looks good. Maybe I will pull them out a little bit. And now I will deal with those. It's not accurate to what we have there, but at least we're building some start point for it, okay? Now that I'm gonna unselect it, isolate this, I'm gonna press 3, but I wanna first add for this one edge loop here to maintain this area sharp. Whenever I press 3, I can see what is the real diameter of this pipe here. So with that in mind, I can press 3 and look at this and say, okay, now I can easily set each one of those edges according to this pipe diameter. So I'm gonna grab this. Sorry, something here is just not responding. Right click on this edge, double click on it, and scale this. Or even better, set a smooth preview and non-smooth preview, lift it downward some, and then close this, press 3. Just try to tweak this, okay? It's not a really huge problem. You can do it. Maybe just a little bit open gap there, and that's fine with me. I'm gonna grab this edge now and do the same thing. Maybe I'll bring this down a little bit. See, whenever I'm lifting it up or bringing it down, it means that at the same time I need to pull this in or out at the same time. See, this one is a little bit pulled out. And for my gas, I will want to make it that way. This side, and even if you want to go farther than that, just grab this edge here. I don't know, the other one or the vertices, and just bring them backwards a little bit, outside or inside. Let's grab these edge. Just one more time. I want to bring this to that position. And then that's good with me. So I'm going to press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Both of them to non-smooth preview mode. I'm going to isolate this for a second. I'm going to right click, choose edge, double click on this edge, extrude it, switch to move tool, and pull this over this hole here. Okay, so it's covering here this area. And with that in mind, I can simply squeeze this a little bit so it will fit this area. Take my merge vertex tool, sorry, and just patch this to this side. Okay, that way. Oopsie. No, it was a mistake. That's good. Press F8. Switch to selection tool. Insert edge loop. You want to add one edge loop here, one edge loop there to maintain this area sharp. You want to add one more edge loop here and one more edge loop there. And we are good to continue. Now, about this, we're going to first duplicate this. So mirror polygon, mirror this or whatever. I'm going to right click, choose face. I'm going to get rid of half cut of this. That way. Let's make sure that we only grab half, not less or more or whatever. Zoom in, grab whatever you need to grab here. Now we worked on the other side, so we don't need this side. We only need to duplicate the other side, this one, with the hole here. So we don't need this side, and we can simply get rid of this. So yeah, let's press delete. You see I missed some here, so I will go back and select them, Control Shift, mark this area. Let's see here again. Great, all selected, press delete. Let's examine this, press F8. Now switch to move tool. Now I'm facing right now with my camera to, this is the negative and this is the positive. Okay, so now we are going to do it different. Again, it's dependent on the camera view, so right now we need the negative side of this. So shift right click, mirror polygon, mirror options. We need, we need the negative. It's the same. Yeah, we need the negative. Anyway, don't merge, click apply. Oh, yeah. I have mirror. Positive we need. We need the positive. Because the positive is where the arrow is pointing. Alright, let's grab all the middle vertices. It's going to be a little bit tricky here. Okay, I'm going to check myself here. And one of the problems whenever you're merging all of them is just to know one more thing about merging components whenever you're going to merge vertices that have a really low density in between them. So merge component options, and if you're going to use, if you're going to merge vertices that are pretty much on top of each other as we have here, you don't need even 50. You can use only 0.5, and that way those here won't collide with each other, but they will merge with their mirrored one. Okay, so I'm going to click apply, and you will see that everything merged correctly. I don't have any edges that connected to each other, and that's good. Press F8. Let's close this. Let's have a look. Right click, choose. You don't need, you just press 3. And if you see any errors here like overlapping or whatever, then you know that something went wrong. But right now you can see that everything is great, and we have those second holes now. I'm gonna unisolate this, grab this, and what I will do next is continue with my pipe here. So the pipe is going through this, and that's great. We have some weird things going on here which we can fix with just playing a little bit more with the vertices, but right now let's continue with that. I'm going to right click, choose vertices, grab those vertices, bring them into position like so. I don't want this to be that far. I'm going to squeeze them with the scale tool to flatten them that way. Extrude them. Shift right click, just turn my control right click to invert my selection of vertices to edges. Okay, so to edge. No, that's not good. I just need those edges. Never mind. Extrude this. Switch to scale tool. Spread them wide a little bit that way. Well, let's spread them a little bit to already create the supporting edges. And then let's extrude once more, switch to scale tool that way, and extrude it once more, switch to move tool, do something such as this, extrude it once more, once more, and let's do that, at least this one, extrude once more, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna use the fill hole now to fill this, press F8, shift right click, insert edge loop. Let's add some edge loops. I don't want to make something out of this too much. I mean, if you want to add, I don't know, some kind of a pointing thing, like in purpose of designing it a little bit, I don't know, go ahead and do something. I mean, from this, you can just make something like what we've done with the base, just some kind of shape that will look a little bit more interesting than this flat thing here. But again, this is your own thing. What I will do is grab all those vertices and maybe make it a little bit more thick that way. Press F8. Let's make sure we have all the necessary edges. See, I'm missing here some edges. Shift right click, insert edge loop. I'm going to add one edge loop here. Press 3. Press F8. That's cool. Pretty cool for me. I like it. And we will grab this. Right click, face. Exit smooth preview. Half cut of it. I'm going to get rid of it that way. Let's check in the center what's going on. Let's check entire shape and simply delete it. Press delete. Press F8, bring it back to object mode. Switch to move tool. Make sure the move tool is on the center of this. And if it does, shift right click, mirror polygon, mirror options, same settings, click apply, close, right click, choose vertices. Now grab those vertices here, all the vertices in the center. Hopefully I'm not doing anything wrong. I did. Let's do it all over. Usually I have this thing whenever I'm gonna switch now like into legacy default viewport. Well, it's not here. Legacy high quality. No. Well, I'm using the cube view sometimes to be aligned with this. So the camera will be aligned with whatever I'm working on. I don't know, I find it useful as for many years now. So grab those, zoom in, let's grab those, center ones, those. All right, and let's try and merge them. Now I'm zooming in order to see that I'm not merging edges that are not supposed, and these are very likely would. I'm going to click merge because it's setting to 0, this 0.5 that I just applied. You can see that nothing here has been merged to each other, so this is good. Press 3, well, sorry. What am I doing? It's not a clock, dude. Press F8, something with my, I don't know, I've done something. I just, oh my God. Let's press F8. I don't know which mode I got entered to. Never been there. I'm gonna go over setting preferences. Edit, store default settings. Thank you very much. Save. Hopefully I will be able to choose this. Well, I'm not, which is weird. I don't know what's going on here. Guys, sorry. Some things are weird on me here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it looks great. The mirror, we can grab this, rotate it a little bit. Woo! Oh, I know exactly what happens here. Let's go edit, delete by type history for all of them, sorry. And because we extracted this bow here from this one, they are becoming the same group. So in order to be able to rotate this, you see what happens? We need to grab this, at least one of those. You can see that the outliner, which is this icon here, and this is expanding this one, you have this highlighted. So as we did earlier, you're going to grab this and pull this out from this. Okay, grab this, delete it. Now, hopefully we will be able to rotate it and it won't get distorted. So I'm going to, yeah, like so, grab the entire mirror. Let's try move it. Hopefully it will move as one solid piece. And we will be able to put it over here. I think this is a great add-on for this shower. And here you go. You can see I'm trying to rotate this, but for some reasons, maybe it's something got related to the hierarchy. Well, let's see. Hypergraph hierarchy. I have a reason to believe that it's related to something here, which causing this, and I'm not sure. This one. Well, no, it's not related in any way. Let's just group them. Mesh, combine, modify, center pivot, modify, freeze transformation. I don't know. Let's try something and just bring this into this position that way. There is always a way out of this. Anyway, let's save this file, save scene as. I'm gonna name it 17 for this and save as. Thank you for watching. Hope it wasn't that long. Yeah, I know it was, but anyway, let's add it to this Sinclair at the same time. Apply those everything here, and that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to save it once more time, save scene, and I will see you at the next part. Bye bye. Have a good day.